Hello, darling.
Hello.
Hi. Filthy night, you know. Absolutely filthy.
Pour me a drink, darling, will you? I'm panting for one. You did say 8 o'clock, didn't you?
More or less, yes.
Do you want some tea?
Oh, in a minute.
If they come any earlier, I simply won't be ready.
I'll put the kettle on.
Fine. Thank God it's Friday, that's all I can say.
By George, there's been a downpour tonight. Absolutely pouring down.
And the back drain's flooded as a result.
Is it? Well, I'll drag out the old stick and have a poke. Drag out the old wellies and have a prod.
Darling, if you don't mind me saying so, I don't think your prods are awfully effective.
Here we are.
The water was up to the windowsill last time I looked. Lovely. Oh, I don't know how I got through today. I really don't. Simply one of my busiest days. Darling, can I ask you a favour? Next time you want to spring a surprise dinner party on me, could you make sure it's not on a Thursday night? It's simply one of my most busiest days as it is.
Well, you seem busy most days to me. What's so special about Thursdays?
Well, for one thing, the Thursday Guild meeting.
Ah, yes, I forgot that was on Thursday, yes.
Oh, I hope these people are going to be worth it.
Oh, I should think so. Of course, you know her, don't you?
Well, only slightly. We're not going to mention that tonight, are we, darling?
Oh, no, I strongly advise you not to mention it, no.
Good, no confrontations.
No need.
Just a jolly, splendid evening.
Yes.
Terry,
What?
what's all this in aid of?
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, if you've asked your mother round.
No, he's quite a decent sort, old Featherstone. Quite a decent sort. Got extraordinary hobbies of his. Wears boots for it. Keeps them on top of his filing cabinet.
Terry, who's coming?
Wait.
Large boots. Don't know what he gets up to in them, though. I know it's not mountaineering, I'll tell you that.
Terry, who is coming to dinner?
Your tea, it's sugared.
Well,
Well, I just wish you wouldn't shout. I've only just this minute got Benjamin off to sleep.
I am just asking you who.
And it's not rock climbing either.
Well, the Featherstones, actually.
I see.
I'll tell you something else, though. Whatever he gets up to in those boots of his doesn't take his wife. Which is either dangerous or else he's tied up in another sort of business. That's the point.
Well, what do you intend to do then? Sort out their marriage over dinner?
Of course not.
Well,
if friends need help.
they will ask for it, exactly. When did you decide to ask them round here anyway?
Yesterday morning after you told me.
Oh, I see. So now we have to spend the evening with those two, do we? Have to have the most excruciating evening just because you've got nothing else better to do with your time.
I've got plenty of things.
Well, mind your own business then.
If you had a scrap of sensitivity.
I am sensitive enough to know when people want to be left alone.
Well, it's too late now, isn't it? They're coming!
Do you think this is a possibility? He uses these boots of his to tramp off and see this other woman. Well, perhaps he lives on a marsh or something. which would explain why he doesn't want his wife to see, you see.
Darling, do you think you could go and sort the drains out? I really do need to get ready. I seem to remember these are awfully sombre people. I hope tonight isn't going to be too impossible.
Yes. Well, what do you think about my theory of those boots of his, by the way?
Well, I suppose it's feasible, but it's a trifle oblique.
Yes, right. Well, I'd better go and dig out that stick. You haven't moved it, I hope.
No, it's round the back of the garage. I suggest you go the front way. It's ankle deep in the yard.
Yes, right. Well, throw me a line if... Oh, never mind.
Well, if I've got to spend the evening with those two, I'm entitled to a drink, am I not?
Oh, I've got some.
Where?
Here.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's not German, is it?
Oh, look, I'm going out now.
Well, you can't.
Oh, I can.
Well, for how long?
A bit.
Bob?
It depends.
Bob! Oh.
course we're not.
Hello?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
We just wait quietly. I mean, no need to shout about. They'll be here when they're ready, I expect.
this table's laid.
Oh, yes.
What we expected anyway.
Yes, well, we would be.
I have to say, I really hate just walking in like
get
this.
nervous. There's nothing at all to get nervous about. Just keep calm. Sit down if you want to.
No, I won't sit.
Have you taken your tablets?
Yes, I've taken my tablets.
Good. Well, you just have to act naturally. No need to put on any act. Just be yourself. No need at all.
Oh, William, I just find it so difficult to know what to say.
You don't have to say anything unless you really want to. Nobody's
Darling!
asked you.
Oh my Lord, you're here.
Sorry to surprise you, Mrs. Foster. Yes, we did ring the bell a couple of times, but we didn't get a reply, and the door's off the latch, so we just.
Well, very sensible of you. My husband's out doing the drains. Must have left the front door open.
Oh.
Oh, let me take that. You're absolutely soaked.
Yes, it's quite a downpour.
Quite a downpour. How are you, Mary?
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes. Yes, she's had a bit of a cold, haven't you, Mary? But I think she's over it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll just go and put this in the hall to dry out. Then we'll all have a lovely sherry together, shall we?
Very charming. Very charming indeed.
But William, I don't like sherry.
Well, just ask for a small glass then.
But it gives me terrible indigestion.
Well, say you'd like a cream sherry. You like the cream sherry we had at Bertha's at Christmas.
No, I didn't. Bertha just kept giving it to me, that's all. I didn't like it one little bit. Do you think I could ask her for a tonic water?
Tonic water? People don't drink tonic water. You go and ask for a tonic water, not for an hors d'oeuvres.
I put it on the radiator and be dry in no time. So what would you like, Mary?
Well,
what are you going to have?
Can I?
Sherry? Medium or dry?
Oh, thank you very much.
Good. William, dry?
Same again, please.
There we go. 3 dry sherries. Jolly good.
This is a very nice room.
Thank you.
Yes, very nice indeed. Very tasteful.
That's very kind. Now here we are, Mary.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what are we going to toast? I think we ought to make the toast to William's new job. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Frank is absolutely delighted you've joined his department. He speaks awfully highly of you, awfully highly.
Yeah, well, I'm very pleased to hear it.
You must be very clever at figures, an absolute wizard.
Yes, well, I've always been interested in them. It seemed to come naturally for some reason.
Then you must be very clever. I mean, take me, for example. Can't even add up the shopping list. But that's women for you, isn't it?
Well, I'm afraid you're right there. Yes, I have to keep a very firm eye on Mary's accounts. Don't I, Mary?
Lucky you, Mary. So, what have you both been doing? Anything exciting?
No.
Well, it's been pretty dull all round, hasn't it? I mean, you get a very exciting part of the year, then you get a very dull part of the year. It seems to go in phases, I've found. Seems to be up and down for some sort of reason. I think it's got something to do with the weather. I mean, in the summer you can get out, have a wonderful time, and then in the winter, on a day like today, you want to get out, But you can't go out. You're just stuck indoors, waiting for it to get brighter. I'll tell you what, I'll go and drag Frank back in. It would be such a shame for him to miss out on all the fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, William, she's terribly elegant, isn't she?
Yes, well, she'll be used to entertaining. Mr. Foster must give dozens of these sort of informal dinner parties. She'll be used to it.
I don't think I could ever
Oh,
get
yes,
used
you
to
will.
it.
Yes, you will. You'll see. We'll have to start doing this sort of thing soon, you know.
No, I hope we don't.
Well, we expected, you see. You just can't keep accepting entertainment and not give it, can you? No need to worry. You'll soon find yourself enjoying this sort of thing as much as she does. You'll see.
What was that?
The bell.
Who is it?
Somebody wanting to get in.
Who?
I don't know. Go and have a look.
Do you think I should?
Go on. Hello, Terry.
Hello.
You're here. This has been unusual, the guest letting the hostess in.
Very unusual.
That's all right.
Yes, we did ring the bell, but, well, we thought you all must have died or something.
No, Bob had to go out. He just popped out, and then I went out for some fresh air and forgot my key. I must just check on Benji. I won't be a minute.
How is he?
Oh, you know, big, fat, spoiled. Oh, not really. He's really great, actually. But we don't tell him that, or he'll get conceited like his father.
Are you sure you got the telephone message right?
How do you mean?
Well, she doesn't exactly look ready to entertain, does she?
No, Friday night, I remember most clearly. She wanted us last night, only we couldn't because we were going to the Fosters.
Sorry. No, we can't take your coat.
Oh, yes, thank you.
The cardigan! Take off your cardigan!
Oh, Mary, that's lovely. Oh, sorry, William.
I wonder if I could just go and
At least the weather's better than it was last night. Wasn't it terrible?
Yes, we got caught in it.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, yes, how did that go?
What's that?
Dinner with the big man. How did it go?
Oh, yes, very pleasant indeed.
Frank's the sweetest old thing, isn't he? How was the fabulous Fiona?
Oh, she was very, very nice.
Well, I'm sorry. I think she's a bit of a bitch.
Oh, come now.
Could I have a little look at Benji later on?
Yes, but can you just wait till he's gone off properly? Otherwise he'll be up all through dinner, I know him.
All right.
I must just finish seeing to him. Sit down, make yourselves comfortable.
Sit.
Thank you, William.
Well, they could really make this room into something, you know, if they put their minds to it.
I think Terry's looking awfully tired.
Get it all repapered, lick of paint. Make a proper difference, that would.
And I wonder where Bob's gone.
Gone out, didn't she say?
Oh, that's what she said. I wonder why she's invited us round at all.
For a meal.
Yes, but she has never done that before, and we hardly know them, really.
Yes, but I shall be working at the desk next to Bob now.
Yes, but it wasn't Bob who invited us, was it? It was her.
I don't know what you're going on about, I'm sure.
What are you doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing? What's the matter?
No, nothing. Well, I was just wondering whereabouts, you know, they're,
Upstairs?
Oh, downstairs too, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, too?
Oh, yes, in a house like this, knowing Mr. Foster.
Darling, I thought you said Pinky and Perky had arrived. Oh, hello there!
Hello, Mr. Foster. Mr. Foster, have you met my wife, Mary? Mr. Foster. How do you do?
Yes, of course we've met. One of those do's. Of his do's.
Oh, fancy remembering. spring.
Oh, that's me, you see. Always remember the good-looking women, never the blooming husbands. Matter of fact, let you into a secret. Everyone thinks I promoted your husband because he's the right man at his job. Not the real reason. After his lovely wife, actually. Both drinking, are you? Think I'll join you. Been out and all this for my sins poking about in the drains. Have to excuse the socks. Changed into my boots. Boots. Came back in here, someone had pinched my shoes.
Stolen them?
Well, not stolen, probably more moved them, perhaps.
I'm always losing things.
Are you same as me?
Yes, I'm always having to go around finding things for her.
So's my wife. Gets absolutely hopping mad. Fill you up, can I?
Yes, thank you.
Mary?
I haven't
Haven't done that. Want something else?
Well,
There you go. Whiskey, gin, martini.
oh, no, thank you.
Want something else?
Excuse me, I wonder if I could just...
Yes. Sit down.
just
Sit
hop
down.
and,
Sit down. Orange juice, ginger ale, soda water, tonic water.
Tonic water.
Tonic water.
We were just saying what a lovely room this is.
Room?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I've seen it before, of course. Here we are.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I just like to say this to you both, and you can take it as you like it. My wife and I, we've been married for, well, it's our anniversary on Wednesday, for God knows how many years. And there are times when acrimony creeps in. That is to say, we both get on each other's wig. Now, what I say to myself at times like this is, Frank, it's better than nothing. And the better it is, the bigger the nothing. So my advice is to you is to stick it out. Stick it out. Don't do things now that you're going to regret when you get too old like me to want to do them anymore. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is Frank looking after you? Dinner won't be long.
Oh, that's good. We're all getting a bit peckish. I know I am, eh?
Darling, I found these on the stove. I thought you might need them.
Oh, thank you.
So what have you been talking about? Anything interesting?
No, just chatting.
Chatting? It won't be long now.
Excuse me, Mr. Foster, I wonder if I could just pop up and wash my...
Yes, of course. I better give you the geography, but explain the directions to you. Right, you go up one flight of stairs, and there's a door on your left. Now you go past that, and then there's a door straight ahead of you. You pass that as well. Now the passage tends to double back on itself, and it's the second door on your left, as it were.
Okay.
If you want the other thing, it's obliquely that door, as it were.
Right, yes, thank you. Yes,
It's a bit of a brute to pull at first, but don't get into a flap. The trick is to give it a firm yank and count a slow 7.
Right.
And then slap the cistern with your palm of your hand just left of the nameplate.
Right.
You can't miss.
All right, thank you.
Have a good time. You know, a lot of men get up to this sort of thing, but it soon blows over.
Does it?
Almost invariably.
What does?
I mean, if you're in any sort of trouble, you know, the sort of trouble I mean, please feel free that you can come and talk to me or my wife.
Oh, thank you.
I won't try and pretend that William isn't going to be a great asset to our department. And it's my job to make sure that he's happy. But I think that includes the wives too, you see.
Oh, thank you.
My wife's put me in the picture, you see.
She has?
Oh yes, she's told me all about your little meeting.
Meeting?
Your meeting with her?
No, I didn't go to any meeting.
Yeah, your little meeting Wednesday night.
Oh, no, I was at home all Wednesday night. William was away, you see.
Home?
Home, watching television.
Oh, were you? That's odd. I thought my wife said, oh, television! You didn't see this programme about these 3 chaps, did you?
Oh, wasn't it?
Yes.
Found it first go.
Oh, well done.
Yes, well, I was up there. I took the liberty of easing the pin on your bull cock.
Well, as long as you enjoyed yourself. Look. I'm just going to go and check on Fiona in the kitchen, make sure she's all right. You two sit down and feel free to talk. You are a couple of sillies. I've a good mind to bang your heads together.
William?
Yes?
Mr. Foster just then seemed to be saying something very peculiar.
And what sort of thing?
Well, he seemed to be suggesting...
Now what?
Oh, no, it's nothing. Just ignore me.
Mary, I'm afraid you're being more incoherent than usual this evening. I'm not following you at all.
Oh, hello.
Sorry. Well, I've just about done everything now. I think I can't imagine what's keeping Bob, I'm sure.
Can we help at all?
No, it's all just about done. Oh, I tell you what, William, if you're feeling strong, perhaps you'd...
Yes, of course.
Have you managed to get Benji off then?
Yes, not a sound. Do you want to have a peep?
Oh, could I? I'll be ever so quiet.
That's all right. Once he's off, he's off. If you go through the kitchen and then... Oh, you'll find it.
All right.
William, can you manage, love?
Yeah, I've opened one or two in my time, yes.
Actually, love, it's a screw cap.
Oh, well.
I suppose that's where Bob is.
Where's that?
In the pub.
Well, I suppose he might be. I heard he liked to drink. I've heard he goes in with the crowd from the office at lunchtimes. I've seen them all going in.
And don't you like to drink at lunchtimes then?
No, I'd be fast asleep. No, as a matter of fact, I drink very sparingly indeed.
So, how did you survive with Bob the other night then?
Other night?
On that binge you both had?
Binge?
You know, a couple of nights ago. When was it? Wednesday.
Wednesday? No, not Wednesday. I was in Scunthorpe on Wednesday.
Scunthorpe.
Yes, second Wednesday of every month. Always the same. I stay the night there and I visit our branch, look over their books. Yes, I don't know why it should be a Wednesday though. Always has been.
Scunthorpe.
Yes, anything the matter?
Have you ever been for a drink with Bob?
No, I said I wasn't the drinking type. No.
Well, have you ever discussed your marriage with Bob at all?
Discussed? How do you mean?
Well, you know how I mean. Discussed it in detail.
No, certainly not. No, I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Terry, what are you doing?
Would you pour me a drink, please, William?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's it. As far as I'm concerned, that's it.
What's it?
That is it. Up his.
Steady on.
I'm going to fetch the supper. And then I'm going to be absolutely madly permissively modern. And in the absence of our great lord and master, who is probably grovelling on the floor with some barmaid by now, I'm going to serve up the food. And we're going to have a lovely chatty meal. That's what.
Oh, isn't he lovely and beautiful?
Who's beautiful?
Benjamin! He's the absolute spit of his daddy, just like Bob.
Same squat, piggy little face, you mean?
No, I didn't.
He's got the same nature too. Screams for what he wants till he gets it. He's going to be a real little charmer when he grows up, just like his bloody father.
Oh dear, what's the matter?
Something very the matter, I'm afraid.
But what?
Something to do with Scunthorpe.
Oh, Scunthorpe!
And Bob's drinking.
Oh.
And then she threw a load of cutlery out the front door.
Oh, well, maybe the dinner's spoilt.
No, I rather think it's something more than that somehow.
At last, you must have thought we'd gone to bed or something. Now, Mary, you're here. William, you're over there. Oh, thank you, William.
That's all right, Mrs. Foster.
Now, it's avocado. I hope you like it. I know some people absolutely loathe it. Now, it's all going to be terribly informal, so don't expect too much. But if I've forgotten anything, you just yell out. Frank's trying to dig us up something to drink. Looks as if he might join us for coffee, so let's start, eh?
Oh, no, don't get up, William. I can manage perfectly.
Can we help at all?
No, I can manage perfectly. Just about. Everything's under control, I think. Help yourselves. Can anyone smell burning? Oh, I knew it!
Oh, soup, William?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, what are you doing?
Smells of air freshener. Definitely air freshener.
Do try to eat it. She's got into an awful lot of trouble.
You do know what happens to my stomach with badly cooked food, don't you?
Yes, dear, I do.
Oh, whoever put this cork in did a good job. Been dancing around the kitchen trying to get it out.
Darling, do sit down.
Oh, right. Now then, what's this stuff?
Avocado, you've had it before.
Yes, I know I had it before, darling. I just didn't recognise it, that's all. Is it all right?
Delicious.
Smells a bit off to me.
Darling.
Oh, yes, right. Wine, everybody? Mary?
No, thank you.
Come on.
That stove. That damn bloody stove. If I've told Bob once, I've told him 100 times. Well, we're not waiting for him. He can damn well starve.
Terry, is anything the matter?
Matter? No, not at all. Whatever gave you that idea? Come on, let's enjoy ourselves. Eat up.
Right, well, this looks delicious.
William?
No, thank you.
William?
Oh, yes, thank you, Mr. Foster.
I hope you like the soup. I put practically everything in it I could lay my hands on. I stood over it for hours. Well, even Benji helped me a little bit.
Aren't you having any?
Oh, don't mind me. I couldn't face it at the moment. I'm just going to sit here and get absolutely drunk.
This doesn't taste like avocado to me. It tastes like pineapple chunks.
Darling, if you're going to complain, I suggest you don't eat it.
No, I prefer pineapple chunks, actually.
How is it?
Delicious.
Very unusual.
Well, I can't resist it. I shall just have to try it. It tastes like antiperspirant.
Well,
Well, doesn't it taste like that to you? Well, it must do.
yes, it does.
Well, what the hell are you eating it for? For God's sake, here, let me pour it back. Mary, just give it here. Well, that's it. End of meal.
Oh dear.
Why is that?
Because the chops are completely burnt, and I don't know how you feel about raw potatoes.
Oh,
Oh, well, never mind. There's always the wine. The least we can do is behave like civilised human beings. Come on, let's enjoy ourselves. Come on, Mary. Who needs men anyway? He'll come crawling back one day, and I'll turn to him and say, go away, you B-A-S-T-A-R-D.
What have we got coming up after this, then?
A fricadella.
Frigidella. Frozen stuff, eh?
No, darling, it's pork and veal.
Oh, well, expect we recognise it when we see it. Talking of recognising things, we had the chap from an office once, came from up north. Perkins, Porterhouse, some name like that.
Darling, do eat.
Carter, Billy Carter, that's it. Anyway, he came from up north. He had this dreadful wife, little woman. Now, in those days, The chairman was keen to make one big happy family, and that included the wives. And he decided to put Mrs. Carter... No, I don't think that was her name either.
Darling, do eat up. We're just simply panting for our next course.
Did you ever hear that really funny story about the wife who came home unexpectedly and caught her husband in bed with the babysitter?
No, I don't believe we have.
There they were, you see, him and this girl.
Terry, I wonder if I could
Both of them, on the bed, at it for dear life. And the wife just stands there quite calmly and says...
I think that was the doorbell.
And the wife stands there and says to her, let it ring. And the wife just stands there and says to her husband, terribly sweetly...
That was the doorbell.
Let it ring. And the wife stands there and says to her husband ever so sweetly, darling, you can practice till you're blue in the face, but you'll never get it right.
Mary!
Fraser! That's it, Fraser!
Oh, well done, darling. I'll get the next batch. Oh, no, that's fine, Mary. I can manage, thank you.
Now then, I forgot what I was telling you about now.
The office Christmas party, Mr. Foster.
Oh, that's it, yes, and Mrs.
Mrs. Carter.
No, it wasn't Carter.
Mrs. Fraser.
Fraser, yes. Anyway, she was put in charge of refreshments at the office Christmas party. No, I don't think that was her name, come to think of it either. What was it now?
Darling, you're getting really tedious.
I really should go and answer that.
You answer what you like, Bill. I'm not answering anything. Come on, Mary. We're just going to really enjoy ourselves. Come on.
Still here then. Well. All tucking in, are we? Filling ourselves with goodies. Very nice too. Did you cook anything for me, love, or shall I go down the cat? Hello, Mary. Mary the mouse. How are you, Mary the mouse?
Hello, Bob.
Well then, how's it all been? Sit yourself down with him, don't mind me. All been telling dirty jokes, have we?
I've heard some very dirty jokes, thank you.
Yes, I thought you might. I thought you'd soon ferret that out.
Well, I did.
Good. Right then, what have we got here?
First batch.
Can you manage?
Yes, that's perfectly all right, thank you, William. My husband will help me, won't he?
Should have said, darling, should have said.
Well, I shouldn't need to ask. Surely it's quite obvious. I've been staggering in and out, laden with dishes.
Who's for a beer then? Come on, William. I know you'll have a beer, old mate, won't you?
No thanks, Bob. I've got the wine, thank
Come
you.
on, have a beer.
Well, we're all sitting down trying to have a meal. Now either sit down and join us.
Mary, you'll have a beer, won't you, Mary?
No, thank you.
No? No. She won't either. Do you know what she says? She says that beer's a bit common. Do you know what she likes to drink? Eggnog. Eggnog. Alcoholic bloody custard.
Why don't you shut up?
I will not shut up. I'm offering our friends a drink, that's all. You'll have to excuse her manners. Her education weren't what it should have been.
I'm warning you, Bob, I shall throw something.
Oh, that'll be good. They'll enjoy that. Do you know she's got a bloody good aim? She can hit a wall with a plate of baked beans at 20 paces. Don't believe me? I've seen her do it. Right, 4 beers it is then, eh?
Oh, do stop fussing, darling. They're not as hot as all that. Now, I do hope this has turned out all right. I think it has.
Looks a bit off to me.
Darling, there are always eggs and bacon in the pantry. William, you wouldn't believe the number of times he's actually got up from the dinner table and gone and cooked himself eggs and things. It really is most disheartening.
Here we are then, Mary. Here's a beer for you. Go on, get that down, you love. To the power of good.
No, thanks, Bob. I don't want one.
She doesn't want any, Bob.
Well, she's having it, whether she wants it or not. Can't stand here drinking alone. Bloody unsocial.
Now, Bob, I really don't think
shut
that...
up, you tart.
You really are a pig, aren't you?
think we should be going?
No, if anyone's going, it's the pig.
Me?
Yes, you.
You can't imagine what it's like having a husband with no palate.
Oh, I am terribly sorry, Mrs. Foster.
If I want to stay here, I should bloody well stay here.
That's why my husband doesn't really enjoy these occasions.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm enjoying it very much.
So am I.
Well, I'm warning you, Bob.
Terry, I don't think I should...
Come on then, I dare you.
Just a minute. You've interrupted my story about Mrs. What's-her-name. Now then. She was put in charge of the refreshments for the office Christmas party. And do you know what she gave us? Have a guess. Give up. Hot pot. What do you think of that? Guess, sweeping it out with steaming bowls of hot pot.
Is there anything the matter with you two?
No, Bob, I really don't think I should...
Well, the managing director's got some down his shirt front during the tango.
Damn you!
Bitch! Well, he turns on this woman, Mrs. Taylor. Taylor! That's it, Mrs. Taylor. And he says to her, now let me get this right.
Hate you!
Well, she has had herself a few by then. And she says, now let me get this right. She said,
Stay away from me, you! Stay away from me!
No, Bob, I really don't think I should...
now that's right. She said, now...
No, Bob, no, Terry, no!
That's right, Mrs. Taylor says... Mrs. Taylor says, you're wet!
Oh, very funny, Mr. Foster.
No, you are wet.
Well, there appears to be a drip.
Drip?
Oh, darling, you didn't leave the shower on again, did you?
Certainly not. Anyway, William isn't sitting underneath the bathroom. He's underneath the other place.